So if you are also a synthetic thinker or a prompt wizard and you had an idea that you want to run AI in your company, but you must have faced the problems like running AI in a company is expensive, you have less control over data, you require constant internet access, it has limited customization. But it's no longer the case. And why is that? It's because of the new West whale in the town. And by the way, when I say whale, it has taken the whole world by a storm, by a tsunami. And if you have been watching US stock market, and you know that this whale, this blue whale right here, has taken its storm, and it's the reason of $1 trillion of dip in the stock market and $500 billion alone dip from the Nvidia stocks. So why is this so special? Why is everyone talking about this? Let's try to understand this thing. So what is exactly is a DeepSeek R1 model? So basically, DeepSeek R1 is as similar, we can say, to ChatGPT, and it's a reasoning AI model. But the thing that is noted to be fact is that it's a Chinese tech company. And why I'm quoting it into Chinese tech companies is because the narratives that have set it and to make it really fail has told it to be a Chinese tech company and not really the thing which it should be talked upon. It is actually an open source AI company. That's what I'm going to emphasize on today's topic, and not really about why, like whether it is from east or whether it is from west. If it is going to have a good control over data, we are going to discuss that in brief later on. But the main opinion of this webinar is going to be how open source it is and how effectively you can use it in your business model. So basically, it's an open source model that can be downloaded and run locally. So you heard that right. Basically, you don't really even need to connect it with your internet. You can just run it locally, and you can do whatever the things you want to do in it. And it's open source, so it offers great control and privacy. If you are wondering where your data is going to go, you can just go and check it out on their GitHub. They have everything listed down there. You can understand how your data is being processed and whatnot. And the best part is that it is using way less computational power, which makes it extremely cost efficient. So what is the DeepSeek R1 for? So basically, as I said, it's a reasoning AI model designed to handle complex problem solving and decision making tasks. So basically, it's built for businesses and everyone that needs to avoid high costs and are really in a small scale and does not really need very much computation power, and they want to do it in house, inbuilt. So they can just simply go and use the open source. And as all the open source community has been doing, you can use this open source you can use this open source model. You can run it locally, you can customize it with your business. You don't really need to buy a different amount of tokens for 1000, 2000 queries or something like that. So that makes it very very efficient. So what is DeepSeek versus ChatGPT? Because DeepSeek, as themselves, they have also presented themselves as one of the biggest rival of the ChatGPT, and rightfully so. Let's discuss what makes them different. So basically, DeepSeek, the current guy in the town, is a reasoning AI model optimized for complex problem solving, whereas in ChatGPT, it is also a reasoning AI model, but it is designed for conversational tasks and general purpose queries. Because if you go into its research paper, you can see they have some benchmarks listed down there, and you can see that they are performing almost at par with ChatGPT, and in some cases better. So in the term of deployment, it is open source. You can read every single line of code that is written out there. However, ChatGPT is a cloud-based model. You can only use the model, and you can use only a little bit part of the source, which you can integrate with your like with the application via APIs. And then there is performance. So basically, it is focused on reasoning and decision making. It is highly efficient as compared to ChatGPT. It is excellent for conversations. Like you talk with it, it is really, really excellent. It has I think so 1 or 2 years of experience now already, and it gives you creative tasks and help problem solving. But it is not as focused as complex reasoning. As you can see also, like if you are from coding background and if you really want to solve some coding problems, you would always prefer other models like Anthropic's Claudius or something like that. But if you really want to write some good emails, you would choose ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is still excelling on that part, but to understand the cost to train is $5.5 million for DeepSeek V3. That is extremely low, considering the fact that the cost to train and run the modern ChatGPT is $100 million plus, and the training chips is that DeepSeek has used is H800 NVIDIA training chips with lower spec, because the US has banned its export to China because they were because they were feared that they might lose this AI race, and because of that they actually lost it, since DeepSeek use H800 NVIDIA chips with much lower specs as compared to H100 NVIDIA chips which ChatGPT uses, and still was able to give out an LLM which had a same impact. And it comes to customization, so basically it is fully customization. You can build anything on the top of it. As compared to ChatGPT, it is only using APIs and paid features. And then there is availability of free to use models like Hugging Face, and in ChatGPT it's available via paid subscription of of API and ChatGPT Plus. Data privacy, the question that everyone is raising, and they are just trying to shift the narrative to this. I would say this, that DeepSeek can be run locally, which means that you can have full access, full control over your data, as compared to ChatGPT, which is running on cloud server. So basically, I'm gonna discuss about it a little bit later on the coming slide. And let's why wait? Let's just straight dively deep into it. And I should first address this: why should you be concerned? Let's find out. So the data privacy issue, when everyone says that the data is sent to China, I would say that you can simply download it, you can run it locally in your machine, shut off the internet, and your data is going to be with you. It is going to perform the same because the model is trained already, and it's going to give you the responses along with that. So basically, it's not taking any data. Otherwise, if you want to run it online, you can run it via Grok Cloud, which is hosted in US, and you can use that Grok Cloud as well. So basically, it has a good amount of flexibility, and for every case of database issue, there is none as such of now. The point when I'm making this video, for the ethical considerations, we should think that the as Chinese developed AI, DeepSeek has faced criticism over sensitive issues, like they are not able to answer the Tangman incident. So I think so yeah, there can be a little bit of ethical considerations there. But the potential is which comes out to be just companies who may be working on sensitive or politically charged topics related to, especially in the Chinese regions, might face some limitations in the model design. But I think so it's just a matter of time, like since it is open source, more and more development could be done. And if you can run it entirely into your local machine, if you can tweak the model a little bit every here and there, then you can just train it according to yourself as well, and that's not going to be an issue really. So geopolitical considerations, which means that the power of AI has shifted from the US to the world now, I would say, because earlier it was just concentrated in the US. And as you could see that when Trump was elected, he came out with a Stargate project of $500 billion invested into the AI, and everyone like all the AI companies were getting too expensive. If you wanted to integrate AI into your thing, you had to do with some US source things. And but with this one, it showed that the tech is democratized. It is you cannot bound the tech, you cannot close it into boundaries unlike the countries, and it's going to find a way. Tech is the new life, and as life finds a way, tech finds a way. So basically, like there can be a geopolitical tensions between China and US, but for the tech industry, it is a win. It is an extremely win, because now the power has shifted and it is distributed throughout the world, and it is also giving more and more chances for the other countries to work on their own AI. So the role of blockchain applications in DeepSeek adoption is that you can have a good real-time data processing. For example, if you might know that the Uniswap just released their V4 hook finally after 2 years of development, and Just imagine the things that you can do with Uniswap V4 liquidity pool and with the AI, and if you can really integrate a DeepSeek model into your liquidity pool, it's going to good like, and you can create some attack like some attack vectors or repellent things. So basically, there can be enormous possibilities that you can do with integrating AI into DeFi and blockchain process in altogether. It is also going to enhance security and privacy. You can train your model just to make it into an auditing agent, and you can audit, yeah, and you can use it into your in-house auditing of your smart contracts, or maybe also offer that as a service to other companies. So basically, let's come to the practical use case of DeepSeek in blockchain would be DeFi that I just explained, and the supply chain management, which is always there, like using DeepSeek's ability to analyze large data sets quickly can be applied to optimizing supply chain tracking, predictive analytics, and fraud detection. And then there can be collaborative innovation into the field, which can be beyond AI and beyond DeFi. It can be something else. You can have good play to earn games using AI. You can create good 3D models inside the game of a metaverse, and you can have a good amount of applications there as well. Which comes to the last part, which is benefits for Web3, is that it is open source, it is cost effective, it is data sovereignty, which means that complete control over your data, unlike what the narrative is, and it is extremely scalable. So are you ready to unlock the power of DeepSeek? So you can contact us. We have a team which has been working on different AI models, and DeepSeek is also one of them. So if you want to integrate your DeepSeek model, do let us know, and let's have a discussion from there. Until then, stay tuned for the next webinar, because every week, we bring out the most advanced webinar about, and we try to explain it in the most simple terms. Stay tuned. Bye bye. We'll see you next time.